So did Glowtime glow for you?
No, not at all. I still
No
don't
happy
know.
glows around the
I
arm.
still don't know what the glow was about. I still don't know. Was it camera? Was it the Siri? I don't know. I
It
don't know.
was. Would it have been better if they would have called it the bedtime event?
Yeah,
Glowtime.
yeah. I was so tired by the end of the event, but I was just like, what happened here?
Everything was predicted. Like everything was predicted. I don't
It
think there were
was.
any surprises.
There was nothing that was a surprise. Listen, there was some good stuff in it, but
Sure.
it wasn't the innovative experience that we thought.
All right, so let's start with how they kind of went through. So
Okay.
they started with the Apple Watch Series
Yes,
10.
yes.
Did you like it?
So, I mean, I reacted to this on my socials where they said redesign, and I like sat up and I was like, let me record. And then I was like, where's the redesign? I was like, Apple needs to stop using this word. But listen, I am happier about a larger display for sure.
Yep.
I am happier about the slimmer body because the only reason I have an Ultra, I'm not a fit person, but I have it for the larger screen size.
Okay.
And I am personally happy about the sleep apnea thing.
Yeah, I think that's a very cool addition.
Yeah.
Having said that, I'm not sure if I'd want to wear a watch to bed again.
Right.
And this does sleep apnea as well.
Okay.
So the ring,
You have the Aura ring,
the
right?
Aura ring does that.
Yeah.
So for me, that's a great feature. Don't get me wrong. But doesn't I don't want to wear a watch to bed. It's
Fair.
just
I'm
too
the opposite.
uncomfortable.
I wear a watch to bed. Recently, when I reviewed the Watch Ultra, the Galaxy Watch Ultra, I wore 2 watches to bed.
Yeah.
But it's nice to have the sleep apnea feature. I know a lot of people, because the thing is, it's not a permanent thing, right? You can just wear it for a few days and find out if you have it.
Gotcha.
So I think that's a good addition for sure.
So safe to say that you're ordering one.
Yeah. I think I'm ordering one.
What
for
are you
sure.
going for?
I'll just get the regular aluminium.
Okay.
I don't think I can justify the titanium.
Titanium.
It looks beautiful, but I don't think I can justify it for sure.
Okay. I'm gonna skip this one.
Okay.
If there was only one of the watches that impressed me or attracted me, was the Ultra 2 in black.
Black.
I think that looks.
It looks beautiful, but
beautiful.
3,000 dirhams for a black color.
And then I've already got one
It's
from.
too much. It's too much.
Exactly.
But fair. The next thing was AirPods. What did you think of the AirPods update?
Right. So they updated the AirPods, not the Pro version, not the Max version, the regular AirPods. And I thought that was a pretty good update.
Correct.
They're releasing it in 2 different versions, one with ANC and one
without.
it.
Yeah.
So I think the ones with the ANC, those are the ones that I would recommend anybody
Okay.
who's buying AirPods to go for.
Right.
Good set of features. They've reduced the size of the carrying case as well, so easier to carry. Good number of
Right.
features.
Okay.
Supposedly sound quality, etc. All that's improved.
It should be good. It's a good pair.
I think it's a good upgrade.
Yeah.
I was disappointed with the AirPods Max.
Okay.
Literally just adding
And new
Type
colors.
pose
Yeah.
and new colors. Just move it to H2. I don't know why they didn't move the chip to H2. Don't know why. If they had, I might have bought those.
Right.
But I bought the AirPods Pro 2 from last year,
Okay.
which didn't get an update.
Right.
This is going to be a software update which will add
The hearing aids.
the hearing aid,
Okay.
which I think is fantastic.
Okay, so speaking of the hearing aids, I think it was brilliant that they did that.
Yeah.
Even just at IFA, we saw another product called Nuance Audio, which had that sort of concentration on mild to moderate hearing.
Yep.
I think that in general, the market is seeing that there's a bit of a gap in that accessibility section where people know that they like hear less, but they haven't gone deaf as per se.
Yeah.
So they just don't bother with it. And I think that this is really nice.
I think it's fantastic. And
yeah.
it's quite interesting how they mentioned that 80% of the people don't even go to get tested.
Yeah.
So the fact that it's going to test it for you and then let you know about
Yeah.
it, I think it's a great feature.
And in general, the entire thing of prevention awareness and the last one, I forget what the last one was, but that I think that sort of spectrum of coverage was really nice.
Agreed. Planning on buying any of these?
No, none of these.
Same, nothing on my radar.
Yeah,
as well.
nothing on the AirPods, nothing as well. I can't justify an AirPods Max for the sake of Type-C. I can't. I'll carry a small little Type-C to Lightning converter. Thank you very much.
Fair enough. Absolutely fair enough. Let's move on to iPhone 16 then.
Yes, yes.
So the regular version of the iPhone 16.
Correct.
I think it was a fantastic upgrade.
I think it was an actual upgrade. An actual upgrade. The colors look great. The body looks great.
So now not every color is going to look like the white version anymore. The colors actually pop a little bit this time around. Last time it doesn't matter if you got the pink, the blue, the green.
They all look the same. They all look the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that it in general is really nice. Obviously, we have to discuss the disgustingness of no 60 hertz. Apple, I'm talking directly to you. What are you doing? Like, okay, you don't want to give promotion to everyone. I understand. But at least make it 90 hertz. Like, come on.
Agreed.
It is the saddest thing about the 16, which is a genuinely great Apple experience.
Absolutely agree. I mean, it's 2024. You're paying 3,000 dirhams for a phone.
Absolutely.
120 hertz should be on the cards.
Yeah.
Should definitely be on
and
the
okay,
cards.
like I said, if you want to create some sort of difference between the Pro and this, do something else. I don't know. Put the brightness lower. I don't know. Just give me 120
Sure.
hertz.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. agree with you
ridiculous.
on that, unfortunately. But other than that, good camera upgrade.
Yeah.
So 48 megapixel and the ultra wide on there.
Yeah.
A18 processor.
Yes.
Which is fantastic as well.
Yes.
Apple Intelligence baked into it as well.
Yep.
Camera control. Shall we get to that?
I think it's really good because for a long time the 15, 14, 13, they didn't get the camera love that the pros get. And I think with spatial video going to become important.
Is it though? Is it?
It's not.
Is it?
It's not. But Apple's doing their thing, and they
Sure.
think there's a future there.
Sure.
And I think in that regard, making horizontal footage easier is important.
Yep.
So I was saying this to you earlier that like I don't know how I'll be able to hold
Yep.
this vertically, but here
Makes
I can see a lot of use for it for sure. So I think that is where the sort of difference will show up. But it's nice that it got some camera treatment.
For sure.
Yeah.
And they've done it in a very Apple way.
Yeah.
Where it looks pretty cool.
It
You know,
looks,
it's
it looks,
still
it looks. And the whole use of the edges, because even the volume button has a graphic now.
Yeah.
So I think that whole use of that edge is really nice.
The AI is quite, the UI is quite nice.
It is, it is, it is.
And stuff. And then what else is new? Action button finally comes to the.
Yes,
finally
the action button as well comes customizable again.
Yep.
Um,
I'm just wondering, why don't they just add a double press function to the action button?
so
That'll solve so many of my issues.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I think that there's more customizability required, which they just aren't getting to yet. I don't know. I don't know why.
No clue on that.
Yeah.
All right, so then let's move on to the Pro version.
Yes.
But
Yes.
cool. So what's new with the Pro?
So with the pros this year, primarily we've got the new color, the titanium gold. That's really, really nice looking.
So the blue's out, gold is in.
Correct.
Or
The
desert is what they call it.
desert or whatever they call it. There's the regular black, there's the silver, and there is like a greenish hue, I think.
No, that's natural.
Natural.
Yeah,
Okay.
which is what this is. So this is natural as well.
Oh,
Yeah, this is from
okay.
natural from
Okay, so natural is there.
Yep.
So we've got that. Apart from that, we've got larger displays, so 6.3 and 6.9.
That's right.
They've taken it right to the bezel, which I think is a good achievement.
Cool.
Cameras remain the same,
Okay.
but we do have camera control as well.
Yep, absolutely.
We have 4K 120 hertz on for shooting slow
Which is pretty
motion, which is pretty cool
is very
because it'll also come on cinematic mode,
Yep.
which I'm excited to check out. Batteries, they haven't officially said it, but they get bigger.
Absolutely.
And now the Pro Max
Yes.
is the best battery you can get on an iPhone. Last year it was the 15 plus.
15 plus, absolutely.
So I'm curious on how that happened when they still haven't given us 120 hertz on the 16. But
No, 33 hours.
33 hours video
of playback
playback.
time.
That's
Yeah, awesome.
amazing. That's amazing.
They also mentioned something that I'm quite interested to check out, which was the zero lag shutter on photos. So I wonder if it would be comparable to the Pura series from
Right,
Huawei.
right.
That was very quick.
That was very
battery.
quick, yeah.
So
yeah.
I wonder if it's going to be as quick as that.
I think it will be. I think it
I'd
will
like to
be.
see that.
What I'm curious on is whether it'll be a specific mode, the way Apple does things.
Right.
So I'm curious on that, or will it just be
Or
all your
just-
photos?
I think it'll be great if it's all your photos.
I
but
would
like,
hope so. I don't think it's that big a deal to have a zero shutter on a smartphone.
Another thing that I quite liked on it is that the audio quality of it, right? The,
Yeah.
the 4 mics that they
That
have.
was
And
cool.
then the layering on voice notes. That is
yeah.
very cool.
The layering on voice notes is
very cool.
fantastic.
Very cool.
Fantastic. Because I think that they've seen, I guess they obviously have stats on how much, like I live on voice notes, and
Yep.
especially after the dynamic island came and you can
Yep.
just type voice and click a
Exactly, and then
button.
just there.
Like it's always there, especially with the kind of work we do. So the layering thing is great. They showed it from a musical point
Correct.
of view, which I think is nice, but overall
Absolutely.
still a good addition.
Cool. So between the iPhone 16 and the iPhone 16 Plus and the iPhone 16 Pro and the iPhone 16 Pro Max,
Right.
are you buying any of them?
I will definitely get the Pro Max.
Okay.
Now, I'll be honest about this.
Uh-huh.
If I got what I wanted, I would be very happy with a 16 or a 16 Plus.
Okay.
I genuinely think they're fantastic phones.
What stops you from getting that?
The content creation side.
Which
The
is the
side-
camera?
Yes, the camera. Like I need the best possible camera
Gotcha.
that iPhone offers,
Gotcha.
which is why I would get the Pro Max.
Okay.
That being said, this year I could get the Pro because there's no differences on the camera.
Correct.
But basically, yes, Pro Max is what would be happening.
Got it. So I've already put the Pro in my basket.
Okay.
256 GB, desert color,
Okay.
desert titanium. That's in my bag
Fair.
whenever pre-orders open. I'm going to definitely go ahead and
Fair
order that.
enough.
I want to go to a smaller sized phone.
I think smaller size will happen for me this year as well. I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I think I'm done with larger
And
size
then the
phones.
battery life is now good on the regular.
It is 27 hours video playback.
27 hours,
Yeah.
which is pretty good.
Which is pretty good. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. So final topic, Apple Intelligence.
Yes.
Thoughts on that?
So from what they showed, I will give them credit for the fact that the UI looks phenomenal.
Yep.
It looks beautiful, and we know that Apple is the only one who can do this. The beauty of it is nice. That being said, thing and like, why is it one update late? Like, why are you not on time?
launching, yep.
So the phone, when you get a 16 or 16 Pro Max, is going to feel so old at that point that I don't get why it exists the way it does. But listen, these things I guess take time. Software just takes time on the scale that Apple is.
Exactly.
But on the overall, I'm excited for it because it is going to do what 2-3 other AIs already do for me separately.
Sure.
It's going to do all of it together. And I'm excited for that.
Sure. So, I mean, you've got your normal summary of everything, rewriting tools,
Yes.
creating emojis,
Yeah.
photos and stuff.
All that.
There was one particular thing they mentioned was visual intelligence.
Yes.
I like that, where you can literally point to a restaurant
So-
with the camera and it brings out all the...
So I've used Google Lens forever. I think the fact that it's going to be a one-click thing is going to be awesome,
Okay.
which is why I might switch over, because otherwise I create shortcuts for Google Lens.
Right.
Right?
Okay. So here's the deal, right? I mean, Google has the advantage of having those reviews integrated in Google Maps.
Yes.
People review them.
Yes. Yes.
Apple's going to TripAdvisor and taking reviews
Yes.
out of that from there.
Yes.
So it's not as seamless of an approach as Google Maps
Agreed.
or Google Lens
Agreed.
is in that
It
way.
is.
But a nice addition.
A nice addition.
A nice addition.
I think it'll obviously, as always, work better in the US and on the West first,
Of course.
and then kind of come to us.
I also liked how you can hold it to a poster of an event and add the...
That part of
the
visual
activity
intelligence
that is
I'm
cool.
very interested in, because
cool.
that is a genuinely true thing where like sometimes you'll see a poster, you'll see something on your screen, you're like, I need to remember that this event is happening, you know? So
Totally.
I think that's a good thing on visual intelligence.
Totally. Okay. So overall, your thoughts?
Overall, hella boring event, but at the end of the day, when the phones come out, I think they will be good devices.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously they're going to be the best iPhones ever.
Yeah.
But worth upgrading for us, yeah.
For us,
the general
yeah.
public?
For the general public, I would
Last
say
time you said you're going to maybe get 14 owners to also upgrade.
Right.
Does that still stand? Do you still think 14
I would
is a
say
good upgrade?
on the Pro Max, yes. For the for the regular and the Plus, yes.
Okay.
For the Pro Max, maybe not. For the Pro and Pro Max, maybe not.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I think 14 owners should stick to their
Yeah,
phones.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. I think 13
and below, sure.
Yeah, go for it. Eyes closed.
Cool.
So yeah, my name is Danesh. This is Abbas. We are Tbreak.com. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and share and subscribe, and we will see you at the next one.